Blessed love and blessed day. Boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. From the desk of Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury and Deontae Wilder are risking me getting better. Before we get into it, y'all smash the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and so you can be notified when we go live. Now, Anthony Joshua did an interview with BBC Sports that was published today, earlier on today, and the title of the article is Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are risking me getting better. Anthony Joshua has warned Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury they risk facing a better version of him if frustrated fight negotiations drag on. The article also goes on to say, unified world heavyweight champion Joshua faces Andy Ruiz Jr. on June 1st. The 29-year-old says the bout will showcase evolving methods he began to use after beating Vladimir Klitschko. I've gotten through the strength, guts, and heart, says Joshua. I've got away with mistakes. I realized I couldn't continue my journey like that. Listen, the longer you wait, the better I'll get. I'm game. Speaking to BBC Radio 5 Live Boxing, Joshua added, after Klitschko, I thought, how many more fights can I have like that before the mistakes aren't there anymore? For the past 2 years, hand on heart with my team, we spend so much time doing things outside of the ring, things that can drain me. How do we now train smart to become smarter in the ring? Less quantity, more quality. It didn't happen overnight. It has taken 2 years to implement it, and this is the first camp where we really see it. Look at my last fight against Alexander Povetkin. I was a little tired, had a flu, had a headache. I was going through changes. It will be interesting as this is the first time I can express these things. The longer Wilder and Fury leave it, the tougher it will be for them, as I am not the fighter of 2 years ago. Give me another year or two, I'll develop that a little bit more. Joshua was complimentary of both Fury and WBC champion Wilder's display in their December draw, but BBC Radio 5 Live boxing analyst Steve Bunce believes the assertion he will improve in coming years is a subtle way to tell them to get the negotiation table. So, a little bit more. Failed talks with both parties led Joshua's team opting to tackle U.S. breakthrough with his next bout. Plans that were hampered briefly when original opponent Jarrell Miller failed the drug test, and we all know about that because that shit's been trending for 2 weeks. Joshua admits he sits in an awkward position in striking the balance between showcasing the refined boxing skills he has worked on while ensuring a devastating and eye-catching finish to impress the U.S. market. The IBF, WBO, and WBA champion will travel to Florida this week to conduct the late stages of his training camp before moving on to New York, aiming to extend his perfect 21-fight record. Now I'm going to give you guys my opinion or my thoughts about what Anthony Joshua had to say about himself getting better, so the task only being tougher for Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I gotta say that I agree with Anthony Joshua, man. He's the youngest. He's the youngest of the three. He's had the shortest career so far of the three. He's the freshest of the three. Even though he's only a year younger than Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua is 29, Tyson Fury is 30, and Deontay Wilder is 33. So, you know, he's the youngest, he's the freshest out of all of them, and he seems to be wanting to improve, wanting to get better. He mentions in the article that he knows he didn't look the best against Alexander Povetkin in the fight before that against Joseph Parker. So knowing is half the battle. You know what I mean? At least he admits to these things, and you know, he seems like he's trying and willing to fight the best now. You know, maybe not a year ago. Maybe he didn't really want to fight Deontay Wilder a year ago. But I think definitely now, you know, he's trying to make the big fights happen with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. He was making his American debut on June 5th against Big Baby Miller. Of course, until Big Baby Miller failed the drug test. But he's got a step-in replacement on short notice, Andy Ruiz, who a lot of people think Andy Ruiz is a better fighter than Big Baby Miller. So we'll see what happens. But I'll leave the link for this article in the description. I thought that it's interesting what Anthony Joshua has to say. And I'm not only taking the side of Anthony Joshua. I think that the fight is more dangerous, you know, for all of these guys. Is for as long as they keep waiting out the fight, it just gets more dangerous and dangerous. Because you know, like Anthony Joshua said, he feels like he's getting better. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua may just be now entering his prime, which you know, Deontay Wilder could be in his prime, but his prime is probably, you know, dwindling out within the next few years. He's 33 years old. You know what I mean? And you know, so yeah, I agree with AJ, just based on the notion that it's dangerous to keep waiting these fights out for all these fighters. You know what I mean? Whether fighters are getting better or fighters are slowing down. I don't think Anthony Joshua will be slowing down right now. You know what I mean? At 29 years old and pretty much still in the maybe like the second stages of his career. Not the second half of his career, just the second stages of his career. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that it's dangerous for all of these guys to be trying to wait this thing out for the next few years. You know what I mean? Another thing is, who's to say that, you know, neither of these guys lose within the next few years. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'll leave the link for this video in the description. I want you guys to tell me how you guys feel about this. Is Anthony Joshua getting better? Is Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder on the decline, on the downsides of their career, age-wise and physical ability-wise? You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, I think that it's really interesting, and I agree with Anthony Joshua. And I'm not just taking his side. I'm not just agreeing on the basis that he's getting better. I'm agreeing on the basis of, you know, there's other upcoming prospects. There's injury factors. There's all type of factors that can play into these fighters not being on the same level in a year or two. You know what I mean? And I just think with the sport of boxing, you really don't want to take those risks. So I'll leave the link for that article in the description. Shout out to Anthony Joshua for really seeming like he's ready to make these fights, man. Like I said, maybe a year ago, maybe he wasn't as willing to make these fights a year ago, but definitely seems like he's willing to make these fights happen now. So you guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and I'll be back with some more videos today. So look out for content. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe, because there will be a lot more great content being uploaded on the channel, and there's a lot of great content already on the channel. So go check out the videos. You might find something that you like in there. Until then, protect yourself at all times, man. Peace and one love. It's real life boxing. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.